How's everybody doing tonight? Today? Whenever you see this video. Puppy Pot and Chill number 631. I'm here with Munch. He's sleeping. Although he just heard his name, so he got up. Anyway, I do have a little bit of news. I do have my bowl loaded, although I took a hit because I am high and I forgot what I was doing and I took a hit. Sorry! So if you want to catch up, there you go. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. I got a supplement drink, vitamin drink, that actually kind of tastes like berries, I guess, a little bit. Not too bad. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm not going to plug them. Fuck them. They're not going to pay me. Just know that it's a little bit more than water. All right. Let me scoot up a little bit here. I'm not really ready. Oh, getting old. Getting old. Let me see here. How's that look? How are we doing here? How's this? Is this good? This is where it all matters, right here. All right. Now I looked this up, and anybody can look this up. There's a lot of posts on social media about the recent shootings, about Adam and all the other ones, okay? And everybody makes it seem like the cops, every time they shoot somebody, they go, whoa! No, okay? No. Almost invariably, every time, the officer sounds horrified, shaken, and tries, and starts medical emergent or medical assistance almost immediately. And, they call for medical assistance every time. It's not like they want to shoot people. And people are making that sound like that's what the cops want to do. No. So, I looked up some numbers on the old interweb, and here's what I found. Now, this is a low year. Most years are up about 20, but I picked the low year so that people understand there's a lot, okay? So on a very low year, there are 53 million police interactions, all right? And there's an average. Now, I averaged the last 10 years. You could probably go back and get a better average, but it averaged to 10 people of color a year. Sometimes it was higher, sometimes it was lower, and 18 white people were unarmed and shot by the police. Okay? It happens. I'm not saying it doesn't. It does. Most of the time, it's accidents. Sometimes there's bad cops. We do need police reform. But defunding the police is not the answer. We need to give the police the money they need to get the correct training and the correct equipment so that we can monitor these police, keep track of what they're doing, and make sure they're doing the right thing. It's really not that tough. Okay, so for that many people with that many interactions, that's a 0.0018% chance of a person of color getting shot, or 0.0033 chance for a white person of getting shot, with 53 million interactions. And on a normal year, apparently it's closer to like 75 million police interactions a year. Now, these are all, I just looked these up really quick. It's not tough to find. All the information's right there at your fingertips. Okay? All right, let's take a hit. I've been going for almost 5 minutes again. I need somebody here to remind me to take a hit every now and then. Anymore, it's bad to be a straight white male. So to save myself, I've decided that I'm actually a woman that is pansexual, that date women exclusively. That way, I'm safe. I'm covered. All this goofiness, I got it. I'm fine. I'm fine. But with the trans movement, it won't be long until all of women's college sports is dominated by biological males that are transitioning to be females. So pretty soon, the male division will have male record sets, and the women will have biological males setting records as trans women. So women will no longer be represented in the female college sports. I don't see how this is progressive. I really don't. To me, this is... Never mind. Moving on. Yeah, it just seems like progressives have set women back again. Never mind. Moving on. We got to move on. Moving on. Florida passes a bill to protect people who are forced to drive through crowds of rioters. Now, this doesn't mean that people can, spot some rioters and run them down. No. This is for the incident when somebody's trying to get somewhere. Say, your wife's having a baby. You want to get to the hospital. You come up on the crowd. You don't do anything. You're sitting there. You're waiting to try to get through. And all of a sudden they point at your car and go, you! And for no reason at all, these people surround your car and are terrorizing you. In that instant, you can hit the gas and get the fuck out of there. Good for you, Florida. This needed to be done. The rioters terrorizing the drivers on the road, that is bullshit. And then people are getting in trouble for defending themselves, even more bullshit. So good for you, Florida. I hope the rest of the states follow suit. Florida Senate also passes Antiriot Bill in the wake of the BLM protests, riots. Why? Well, because they're riots. Now they can be charged for breaking, burning, or destroying property that's not theirs. So if you're caught burning a business to the ground, you're fucked. Florida, god damn, you're the home of the Florida man, but good for you. God damn it. But just like cancel culture, don't forget that this can be spun around on conservatives and the right wing. Okay, so don't everybody start cheering at once. Don't everybody start sucking each other's dick quite yet. We may have gotten into a good area, but some bad things may happen because of it. So let's just hang on tight, okay, folks? A group of people stalk and run down and brutally beat a journalist in these peaceful protests because this journalist is trying to cover what's going on. Well, that's great for everybody who wants to know what's going on, but for those that are actually committing the crimes in these riots, this journalist is not just covering what's going on, he's documenting their crimes. And they don't like that. So instead of allowing free speech, they actually had a group of people stalk this journalist, run him down, and beat the ever-living fuck out of him for trying to tell the truth. That's how violent these riots are getting. All right. Mainstream media, the main news outlets, they can lie to you all they want and say that it's not a big deal. It is. All right. Mainstream media is flat out lying to your faces, and they proved it with that CNN expose from Project Veritas. And here just recently, they asked Brian Stelter if he had a comment about them being, well, what they are. And Brian Stelter looked at the journalist and said, I feel sorry for you. And he said it more than once. Like he's not willing, he shouldn't be, he shouldn't have to be dignified and pushed into answering a question of like that. Well, fuck you, Brian. You're not better than anybody else. Answer the goddamn question. We all know what it is, actually. Of course, they pander to the woke and they put up whatever gets them ratings and clicks, even if it's not the truth. We've known that for some time. Munch, come on, man. Fox predicted that Chauvin will be convicted and that the state has met the burden of truth. I've been watching the live trial and unedited replays of the trial so I can keep up on it. The one thing I've noticed most about the mainstream media is that they're telling you about all the good points that the prosecution is making, but they are not mentioning anything about the cross. So it's kind of like watching a baseball game, but they're only showing you, like, say it's the Oakland A's against the Red Sox, and they're only showing the hits and the runs from the Oakland A's. If they show you hit after hit after hit, and run come in, run after, the Oakland A's are just smashing the Red Sox. By the end of the game, you're like, man, there's no way. The Oakland A's obviously won. The Red Sox, they couldn't have won. But in all reality, all they did was not show you what the Red Sox were doing. That they were mashing home run after home run. And the score is actually 10-35 with the Red Sox winning. And then people lose their minds because the media has told them one thing and something else has happened. That's what they're doing with the Chauvin case. They are preparing the public for Chauvin to be convicted. And I, myself, do not think that the state has met the burden of proof. I think there's piles and piles of, I'm so high I can't remember what to call it. Reasonable doubt. There's piles of reasonable doubt. And all it needs is a little bit. So I do not think Chauvin will be convicted. I think he'll be acquitted. Now, that's just my opinion. But I've also watched the trial. I haven't let mainstream media tell me what to think. These are my own opinions. All right, this is what my conclusion. We'll see. I may be way off base. I've been wrong before. Maybe Chauvin will go down in a ball of flames and he'll spend life behind bars. Who knows? I absolutely am not 100% sure at all. I'm just going on what I can get my hands on. That's it. Now, I dig a lot more than most people, and I get more information than most people because I do dig. I don't let mainstream media tell me what to think. So, we'll see how it goes. There's a bunch of shit looming. There's possible wars on the horizon. China's pushing to keep their sea. Burma's in turmoil. It's horrible all over the place, but you don't hear about any of it. I don't know what to report on anymore except what's directly here at home. And hopefully the rest of the world can shake themselves out. I don't know. Let's take another hit. All right. I've been going 15 minutes. It's time to quit. Always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners about this. We really can. And also remember, don't listen to me. I'm a stone. Why would you listen to a stoner? Don't do it. If I say something that intrigues you, look it up for yourself. You find out what the truth is. And if you think my video is worth a fuck, go ahead and share it. I'd love to share it. I'd love more subscribers. If you think my video's shit, well, fuck me. Throw me out. You can't love everybody. Let's try not to hate. All right? Let's try to treat everybody better. We're all human beings. All right? Let's treat each other like we're human beings. Let's try to be nicer to each other. Be safe. Peace. I love you fuckers. Stay high, bitches.